Today, 78th anniversary of D-Day. 78 years ago today, the bravest generation, the greatest generation, as Tom Brokaw labeled them, kids stepped off of those transports in Normandy and into a hail of gunfire on the beaches there being delivered by Nazis on the hills above. I talked about this on Memorial Day, that one of the greatest experiences of my life was getting to spend an entire day driving around Normandy with a personal tour guide to be able to see all those battlefields and actually understand the geography and the tremendous bravery that these kids showed. And I say kids because a lot of them were 18 and 19 years old, to step off into the surf, into those hail of gunfires being delivered by Nazis. And what I would say is, 78 years later, think about the world that we live in now, where instead of actual Nazis, thankfully all of those men beat the Nazis and saved the world from totalitarianism. Instead of actual Nazis, many people now sit around labeling those who have opinions different than them in a political arena Nazis. Think about where we've moved from in 78 years, where we've gone from, as a country, fighting actual Nazis and bringing freedom to all the people around the world, to mostly far left-wingers in this country constantly denigrating anyone who disagrees with them as Adolf Hitler or a Nazi. It's a pretty remarkable transition that we have seen occur. And one of the questions I've been asking for a long time, do we still have the will to fight legitimate Nazis? I just want you to think about that. Do the 18 and 19 and 20-year-olds of the United States still have the same bravery in the event that we were called upon to have to fight for real freedom using violence of our own to respond to violence? Are you confident that if we instituted a draft in this country, that the men, mostly the men in this country who are 18 and 19 and 20 years old, would show up and serve as bravely as those soldiers did 78 years ago? I bet a lot of you are like me. You're not as confident as you would like to be that our country can actually back up words with manpower, that our arsenal of democracy may not be anywhere near as strong as it was 78 years ago. I hope that you have had the good fortune to meet World War II veterans. I certainly have had the good fortune to be able to go to the World War II museums. I've been able to talk to veterans in my own family about their service in World War II. I've been able to meet, fortunately, a lot of different veterans who served in World War II. And on this day, the 78th anniversary of D-Day, salute to all of you. And if you are fortunate enough to have a family member who is still alive that fought in World War II, I hope you will take the time, or a friend or someone else's family member, to say thank you for those men and what they did to preserve freedom in this country.